What's up, guys? My name's Espresso, and Major 1 is right around the corner with some intense action, starting right out of the gate with star-studded matchups featuring Atlanta FaZe, Boston Breach, LA Thieves, Toronto Ultra, OpTic Texas, and Seattle Surge, all just on day one with that fight to see who comes out on top of the league to capture the first of the season's major tournaments. With all the action up on deck, what better way to get in the zone than in the Call of Duty League's Pick'em for Major 1? I've got my picks in. If you'd like to play along for yourself, cast your predictions for each match for fun, or for the chance at winning some exclusive prizes, head on over to the link below, on screen, wherever the great folks over on the production end of things place the connection. But for me, here's who I've got. Match 1, Atlanta versus Boston. No slight to Boston, but this one's going to be an uphill battle for them for sure. Atlanta's coming off the world champion status last year and doesn't seem to be missing too many beats this year. 5-0 with a 15-5 map count. I mean, Atlanta's only lost 2 controls, 1 search, and 2 hardpoints this entire year so far, but in Boston's defense, they've come out swinging in hardpoint each match, so while they're the underdogs, they come out cool, calm, and collected. I'm thinking they can take a map here. I'm going 3-1 Atlanta on this one. Match 2, Texas OpTic versus Seattle Surge. This one should be a good one. Seeds 4 and 5, statistically speaking, are almost a dead even match if you're looking at the rankings, with Seattle only having a few more map losses than OpTic. This one, though, gonna come down to who's ready in my books. The script has kind of been flipped a little bit. I mean, Seattle came out hot 3-0 to start the season, only to drop their last 2 matches 0-3 and 1-3. Meanwhile, OpTic took some time to gain their footing, but have only lost 1 lone map in their last 9, winning their last 3 matches 3-0, 3-0, and 3-1. Which team shows up? That's what it's going to come down to in my books. I'm taking OpTic 3-2 in this one. The London Royal Ravens and LA Gorillas, this one's going to be a good one. I mean, LA is the only team that's been able to draw significant blood on the Ravens so far, but with a rematch, I'm kind of expecting a course correction here from London. Against LA, they've got to come out strong and close out those hard points, something that they're usually solid with, but if you look at the rest of the season series and their game mode strong points, I think that game 2 search is actually what's going to be that key. They've lost 3 total, 2 of which, though, being round 11s. Clutch up those, and that's going to be a reversal of their last matchup here, in my opinion. 3-1 London. And finally, the Los Angeles Thieves versus Toronto Ultra. This should be another good one. I mean, both teams have had their moments so far leading up to Major 1, but perhaps the most accurate test of their strengths may have actually been from their last matchup where they played each other. LA took that one with a 3-1 victory, despite narrowly avoiding the 100-point club in the map 1 hardpoint on Bocage. But then you change the map, you play the next 3 on Tuscan, and it's all good competition the whole way through. I think pending map vetoes and selections, this could go the distance, and to close out day 1, is it selfish of me to hope it does? I'm thinking I've got LA advancing 3-2. Now, there's so many variables from winners and losers brackets beyond, so to spare you the analysis and droning, let's say through all of this, I'm coming out with a grand final of Atlanta and London. Best of 9 to finish out Major 1, I'm taking Atlanta 5-3. Looking at the bracket set, it's definitely a possibility in there. I'm seeing FaZe and OpTic's matchup round 2, one that I can only hope goes the distance, game 5, round 11 for the culture, and with London potentially playing LA in round 2, that can set up a nice matchup that ends up seeing London and Atlanta facing off ahead of the grand finals, and could potentially start that comeback storyline for London, while also keeping both of them out of the uncertainty that is losers bracket. Either way, right, wrong, maybe a handful of these correct, or maybe my predictions are way off. The only way to know is to tune in to all the action starting this weekend, Thursday, March 3rd at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. in the UK, right here on the Call of Duty League's YouTube channel. Oh, and you think you got some better predictions? Head on over to the Call of Duty League's Pick'em site and prove it. Make your predictions on who's going the distance this major for some bragging rights and even a chance at some pretty cool prizes. But for me, that's all for the moment. Thanks so much for having me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the chat to kick off Major 1.